Hello friends, welcome to my class. Now I am going to explain the applications of cross product or vector product. Okay. Now I would like to explain this concept according to some steps. They are called what, how and why. So if we go through these points, we can simply understand the concept. Okay, that may be applications of cross product or whatever it may be. Now let us go through the one by one. What are the applications? If you see the what are the applications, there are three major applications. That is to find the area of the triangle, and second one is to find the area of the parallelogram, and third one is to find the area of the parallelogram in terms of diagonals. These are the major applications of cross products that we are going to see. And how can we get these applications? We are going to prove that area of triangle in terms of vectors. We are going to prove the area parallelogram in terms of diagonals with respect to cross product and in terms of vectors, that we are going to see. Why should we use these applications? If you ask one question, so why should we use? To do the problems. Some problems will be there on the area of triangle or area of parallelogram. So if you know these formulas, then we can simply use these formulas in the problems, then we get the answers. Now let us go through the one by one. Area of triangle. How can we get the area of triangle? We know that area of triangle, that is what? Off into base into height. Off into base into height. So this is the area of the triangle according to sides. Okay. Now we are going to prove the area of the triangle in terms of vectors. In terms of vectors. Let us consider a triangle whose sides, okay, mod A bar, mod B bar and mod C bar. So mod A, mod B, mod C nothing but A, B, C only. It's only magnitude or length of the side. Let us consider this vertices A, B and C. Now I am drawing a normal line to the AC which intersect at point D. Okay, so this tells us if it is angle, this tells us opposite side, adjacent side and hypotenuse. Okay, now let us go through the area of the triangle, that is off into base, nothing but what? This is the base, AC is the base. Okay, and height nothing but what? This is BD is the height. BD is the height. To find this BD, we have to go through the sin theta. Apply sin theta. This is opposite hypotenuse, adjacent. Okay, opposite side by hypotenuse. That is BD by mod B bar. Okay, we have to get, that is BD. We can write it as mod B bar into sin theta. Okay, so here off into, this is AC nothing but what? AC nothing but from here to here, that is mod A bar. Mod A bar and mod B bar into sin theta. This is only product. Okay, it's not a cross product. Then this is what? Mod A bar into mod B bar sin theta into n cap. It have particular direction. Then we can say that is off into A bar cross B bar in a determinant form. Okay, so off into mod A bar cross B bar. This is the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle in terms of vectors. In terms of vector, this is in terms of sides. Now let us go through the second one is area of the parallelogram. Area of parallelogram. Area of the parallelogram. So what is the area of the parallelogram in terms of length or sides? That is what? Base into height. Base into height. Let us go through this. This is the parallelogram when A bar is a vector and B bar is a vector added with respect to tails, then a resultant vector comes out from the point where the two vectors are added together, and this is theta and this one is alpha. This alpha is nothing but angle between the resultant vector to the initial vectors, and this is R bar resultant vectors. Direction is always like this. Okay, if you make a normal line to the A bar vector, okay, let us consider this A, B, C, D, and the intersecting point is E. Okay, what is the base and height here? Okay, let us see this. What is the base and height? Here this is what BE. This is BE is the height. So AD is the, that is AD into BE. Okay, here if you apply sin theta in this triangle, that is ABE, then we can write BE by, this is opposite side, by hypotenuse, that is mod B bar. Okay, BE is equals to what? Mod B bar into sin theta. Okay, AD nothing but what? AD nothing but mod A bar. Mod A bar into mod B bar into sin theta. From that we can write it as, this is A bar cross B bar in the determinant form. Why should we take this determinant or mod? Okay, it may be plus or minus, that must be taken in a positive sign. So this is the area of the parallelogram. Area of the parallelogram. Now let us try to get the area of the parallelogram in terms of diagonals. In terms of diagonals. Now remember, this area of the parallelogram is mod A bar cross B bar. Okay. Third one is area of parallelogram in terms of diagonals. Diagonals. Let us try to understand. This is a parallelogram, that is A bar is a vector, B bar is a vector, which are added to with respect to tail, then resultant vector comes out, and this is what? This is, let us consider, diagonal 1, and this is diagonal 2, that is D2, D1 bar and D2 bar, and this A bar is a vector which is parallel to this one, the parallel shift, okay, of the vector, that is A bar. Parallel shift of this B bar is B bar. So from the triangle of addition tells us this is what? A, B, C and D. So apply this ABC. ABC is a triangle. Okay, the direction is like this. Okay, listen to me. Okay, from that A bar plus B bar equal to what? Gives D1 bar. So here we can write is D1 bar is equals to A bar plus B bar, equation 1. Let us assume that. Now second triangle let us consider, this is, or we can consider this is also, no problem. Okay, anything we can consider. So there are total how many triangles are there? And this one is a triangle, and this is a triangle, this is a triangle, this is a triangle, this is a triangle. There are many triangles are there. So I am taking this is a triangle because there is a D2 bar diagonal is there. So this is the direction and this is the direction. Head of the vector is adding to the tail of the vectors. Okay, that is the process. And then B bar plus D2 bar equal to what? Equal to, this is the resultant vector. A bar is vector. From that D2 bar is equals to what? A bar minus B bar. then d2 bar is equals to a bar minus b bar, equation 2. Okay, these are no need. Now let us try to understand. Okay, I am doing d1 bar cross d2 bar, that is a bar plus b bar cross a bar minus b bar, and this one should be multiplied this one, and this should be multiplied with b1, that is a bar cross a bar, and this is minus a bar cross b bar, and this b bar must be multiplied with a bar, then b bar must be multiplied with b bar. Okay, plus b bar cross a bar, and then minus b bar cross b bar. If you see this is the cross product of the same vectors. Cross product of the same vector always gives 0. Always gives 0. So that we need to consider this. Okay. Here minus is there, plus is there. Here this is, if you write this as a non-commutative property, that is minus a bar cross b bar, and this is minus a bar cross b bar. By changing this order, we can go through the non-commutative property. Okay, from this we can write minus 2 into a bar cross b bar, minus 2 into a bar cross b bar. Then, okay, we need to remember this. The area of the parallelogram is mod of a bar cross b bar, and d1 bar cross d2 bar, and if it is coming this side, gives minus of d1 bar cross d2 bar equal to a bar cross b bar. If we applied mod on both sides, then minus will becomes positive, of into mod d1 bar cross d2 bar equal to mod a bar cross b bar, and this mod a bar cross b bar nothing but what? Area of the parallelogram. Area of parallelogram. So this is the area of the parallelogram in terms of diagonals, and this is the area of the parallelogram in terms of vectors. This is in terms of vectors, this is in terms of diagonals, and this is the area of the triangle in terms of vectors. So these are the applications of cross product. So from that we can simply or easily do the problems which are coming on the based on this concept. Now I would like to explain one more thing here. That is, if two vectors are parallel to each other, then what is the formula? If two vectors are, the fourth point is, if two vectors are parallel to each other, then what is the formula? The formula is ax by bx is equals to ay by by is equals to az by bz is equals to constant. So this is the formula when a bar is a vector, b bar is a vector parallel to each other. Let us consider a bar is a vector, b bar is a vector parallel to each other. Then in that case the cross product of the two vectors gives, okay, theta is equals to what? 0, then sin 0, 0. Okay. For example, a bar is nothing but 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap, and b bar nothing but 3i cap plus 4j cap plus 5k cap. So these are the vectors, let us consider, which are parallel to each other. In that case, how can we do the problem? So this is a formula where we need to apply to get the answer. Okay, let us consider. This is what? Ax, okay, ay, this is az, bx, by and bz. Apply this. Ax nothing but what? Only 2. We have to take only magnitude or scalar quantity. Okay, that is 2 by by nothing but what? 3 equal to ay nothing but 3, then by nothing but 4 equal to, okay, az nothing but 4 equal to bz nothing but 5, okay, gives what? It must gives constant value. It must gives constant value. So from that we can simply understand the applications of the cross product. In the next lecture, let us see some more problems on the cross product or applications of the cross product.